Nick Strange and Andy Sinton are in lane 1 for Great Britain in this second heat of the men's lightweight double sculls. Ireland in lane 2, Poland in 3, Italy in 4, and nearest to us, Spain in lane 5. Nick Strange in the bow, Andy Sinton the stroke man. And what are their prospects, Chris Baillieu?
Well, it's a new double, but they've shown really well in training, and they very much impressed when they qualified, and they didn't qualify at the World Championships. They had to go through a special event in Switzerland this year, and they qualified just behind the Italians, who are rated really #1 in the world currently. So, you know, they have a good standing. They're also in lane 1, and there's a suggestion the wind conditions that are blowing from that side could help them.
Just looking at the Italians, Marco Audizio and Michelangelo Crispi. Audizio 21 a week from today, and Crispi is still only 24, but a formidable double with a good record. Poles just beyond them in 3. Britain doing well.
Yes, they got off very well. It's a good start. Doubles tend to be born rather than made. We've had a very difficult time in recent years trying to form a good double. Peter Haining tried last year with Andy Sinton. Wasn't a success. But this one seems to have worked right from the beginning.
Spaniards in lane 5 have started well, and at the moment the race is between the 2 outside lanes, Great Britain and Spain. Italy well in touch. This is 500 metres. Quarter of the race gone. Spain, Italy and Britain all very close, and I rather suspect that Great Britain just had the edge at that first checkpoint.
This is very good. They must stay with the pack, and I think if they're going to get an advantage from the wind, it may be in the closing stages of the race, where there may be a bit of a wind shadow, but they need to stay in the pack, because the way the seeding's done, it's put the pace in the middle.
There's confirmation. Great Britain from Italy, Spain and Poland. Draw has not been too unkind to Great Britain. The world champions, Swiss brothers, go in the next heat. And there's a fast Australian double which goes in the 4th heat, so it could have been worse. Now the Italians have begun to apply some pressure. Italy from Spain. Britain back in 3rd. Italian rowing very strong in all categories.
Yes, indeed. The Italians have got the tradition of really rowing well in these lightweight events, and they are the crew to watch. But it's important now for the Britons to hold on. We don't really want to be more than a length down on them. A length in the double, that's perfectly adequate. You can launch a challenge from there. But there are some good crews in this field. Very experienced Spanish crew. The Irish too, very experienced.
Italy from Spain and the Poles in lane 3, who finished 5th in Tampere at the World Championships last year. They are still in touch. Italy coming to the halfway stage, just a canvas ahead of Spain, nearest to us in lane 5. Nick Strange and Andy Sinton still have something to do. Italy, Spain, Poland, Ireland, Great Britain was the order at halfway.
And that's as far as they can afford to let it go. And I think realistically, for them to win this heat will be very difficult. But it is important for them to finish high, because from this is determined your position in the repechage heat. And if you finish low down, you could meet some high-standing competitors from other events. They need a good 3rd quarter here.
The Italians had to get into the Olympics through the qualifying regatta, which they did, but the British double were close to them there.
It's last year the Italian double, which was much favoured, suffered an injury in the opening rounds, and therefore they were unable to complete the regatta. This doesn't look quite so good for the British viewpoint. They've slipped back further. The pace of the front has moved on, and they're now over 2 lengths down, I think.
Top right-hand corner of your picture, you saw them disappearing out of shot, which is not good news. Nick Strange from London Rowing Club and Andy Sinton from Notts County, coached by Nick Howe.
Still definitely a race on for this first place. The Italians have not got it sewn up. They're under a lot of pressure here.
We're approaching 1,500 metres. Heat 2 of the men's lightweight double sculls. Italy in lane 4, leading from Spain in 5, Poland in 3, Ireland in 2, Great Britain on the far side in lane 1. Great Britain 7 seconds back at that last checkpoint. Spain pushing the Italians all the way.
Yes, and this could really be a real scrap for this last 500 metres. The Spanish seem to be closing. There's not much between them now.
Spain nearest to us. Italy beyond them. Italy maybe with a little advantage, but so little.
Spain looking strong. It's good long sculling. They seem to be underrating. That's pulling longer and slightly harder than the Italians. Italians looked a bit nervous to me, looking over quite a lot. Some anxiety there. I think the crews look about level as we come through this last 500 metres.
I say the close-up cameras are giving us tremendous shots of the raw strength of these guys. Jose Maria de Marco, the bowman for Spain, 33 years of age, his partner 35. Have they shot their bolt too soon? Did the Italians have just a little in reserve? Need to see the camera angle unwind before we can be sure. The Spaniards certainly haven't given this up, and they're coming very strong, and it's going to be a very close finish. Spain nearest to us, Italy on the far side, and it's just going to be a matter of which bow crosses first, and it's Spain's. Spain take the direct route to the semi-final. The much vaunted Italians will have to race again. Great Britain disappointingly 5th.